If you could have seen her day one, which I did, and talked to her now, it's unbelievable. She's not even supposed to be here.
It's an amazing story of survival. Kimberly Sisk, a young wife and mother, viciously attacked and left for dead, is ready to see justice served for the man who did his best to kill her. It all started more than 2 years ago in Pontotoc County on a picture-perfect first day of June. Kimberly and her sister, Jessica, were as close as sisters can be, talking on the phone all day, every day. So when there was no answer that morning in 2017, Jessica says she knew something was wrong. She rushed to Kimberly's home, but all she found was an open back door. What she couldn't know, what no one knew yet, was the horrifying chain of events that began in that kitchen. Those details wouldn't come out for months. All Jessica knew was that she had to find her sister. Then came the call from police in Calhoun County.
They got the call that something was going on in Calhoun County, and they told me that while we were at her house. And they told us just to rush to the hospital.
Kimberly was alive, but in critical condition, put there by a man who was nowhere to be found. As doctors fought to save her life, the manhunt began for Kimberly's estranged husband, Adrian Golden. Police believed he was the one who shot Kimberly twice and left her for dead in the middle of the road in Bruce. The days stretched into weeks, then months, and always Golden seemed to stay one step ahead of the law. During that time, a devastated father watched as his daughter lay in a hospital bed, recovering from what should have been fatal bullet wounds. Jimmy Vaughn says he knew Golden was trouble, but he had to let Kimberly make her own decisions.
I hated when she married him, but I couldn't stop her, you know.
When Kimberly finally filed for a divorce, Golden refused to sign the papers. Vaughn says Golden threatened his daughter, and the next morning she filed for a restraining order. Just hours later, the family was told that Kimberly had been shot. As she continued to slow the road to physical recovery, Kimberly lived in constant fear. With Golden still on the run, her mother, Denise Vaughn, said Kimberly was scared that she and her 2 little girls, Jade and Maddie, weren't safe with Golden free.
Don't let him get my kids. Don't let him get kids. I said, he's not going to get your kids. He's not going. Don't worry about the kids. Kids, take care of yourself. Get well, fight.
And fight she did. 4 months after the attack that should have killed her, Kimberly Sisk was home. I sat down for an exclusive interview with her, and we finally learned the details, what happened that June 1st morning. Kimberly told me she had just taken her 2 girls to school and was in the kitchen looking through the refrigerator when she had an unexpected visitor, her estranged husband, Adrian Golden. She says Golden attacked her from behind, hit her with a beer bottle in the head, forced her into her own truck, and began driving her to Bruce. When Golden stopped the car at an intersection, Kimberly got out and ran for her life.
I was shot in my back as I was running. And then, after he saw that didn't kill me, he tried to run me over. And he wrecked my truck. And he got out and came up to me and shot me in my head. And then ran off into the woods.
Kimberly lay unresponsive in the middle of the road, this road, and witnesses called 911. They said Golden ran into a wooded area, and that's when the search began.
We would hear rumors and we would chase those down for days, weeks, sometimes even a couple of months, and just hit a brick wall.
He was on the road for almost a year and a half, running from law enforcement before the U.S. Marshals arrested him in Arkansas in October of 2018. Then, just 1 day before his trial was to begin, Adrian Golden stood before a judge and admitted he tried to kill Kimberly. Now, it will be up to Judge Andrew Howarth to decide how this story ends. Golden will stand before him again on Friday for his sentencing. The woman at the center has one simple wish.
I just want him to get everything he deserves. He really shouldn't get parole if you ask me. He didn't care if I lived or I died.
I plan to be in that courtroom Friday morning as Golden learns his fate. I want to know how this chapter ends. I want to talk to Kimberly and find out where her story goes from here. We'll be right back.